My landlord's trying to garnish my wages from rent that was due while I was in my bankruptcy case and then after my bankruptcy case. I want to reopen my case and put the landlord in it. Can I do it? I'm going to answer that question for you in this video. Hi, I'm bankruptcy attorney Dan Scott, and I help families navigate this difficult debt resolution in Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and sometimes Chapter 11. Today, what we're talking about is a scenario where a Chapter 7 discharge has been granted, and while the debtor was in the Chapter 7 case, rent that accrued during the case was not paid. The discharge was granted. Even after the discharge was granted, additional rent was accrued, meaning that it wasn't paid, okay? And so now what's happening is the landlord's coming after the debtor. The debtor waives the discharge, says, wait a minute, here's my discharge. You can't come after me for this debt. And the landlord says, well, look, I don't care anything about your discharge. You didn't discharge my debt. And so the debtor wants to reopen the bankruptcy case and add this creditor in there. Can they do it? Not so quick. Remember that your discharge discharges you from debt that you owed as of the date you filed bankruptcy. I like to think of it as driving a stake in the ground, and from here, from when you filed backwards, all of that debt is subject to the discharge. But debt that accrues after you file your bankruptcy case is not going to be impacted by the discharge. Now, certainly interest that accrues on debt that you owed when you filed your case will be subject to the discharge. But as far as rent that you owe a landlord, that's new debt every day after you file your bankruptcy case. And in this scenario, where the debt that's unpaid, the rent that's unpaid is while they were in the bankruptcy case and then after the bankruptcy case, that discharge will not be effective to discharge that debt. And so even though you can reopen a Chapter 7 case under certain circumstances to add a creditor in, you wouldn't want to do it in this case because even if you did, that discharge is not going to wipe out that debt. So you really got to pay attention to that stuff. Hope that was helpful to you. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, would you go ahead and subscribe to our channel? And if you do, then I can let you know when we post new videos. We do that pretty much all the time. Thanks for watching.